Dame Lillard has the highest captain salary on the board at 18,300. Kenny, you looking his way again, or do you like someone else a captain? The next most expensive guy is going to be KD.
Yeah, I think that he could definitely exploit Tomas Saransky's defense. But I actually am looking at Devin Booker. I think he's coming off a really solid game, and we probably were seeing in the first game of the Olympics a little bit of a warm-up here after playing a grueling NBA final. So he did only play 19 minutes against Iran, but what he did in those 19 minutes was absolutely spectacular. 16 points, 28 DraftKings fantasy points. We know that this guy can shoot the basketball very well, and I think that he may have earned himself more minutes. It's always a mystery as to what Greg Popovich's rotations are going to be, but again, much like both of the showdowns involving the United States, I really don't want any part of paying all the way up to the top because I want to leave myself some flexibility here to get some interesting names, maybe one name on the Czech Republic, maybe a guy like Draymond Green who's been pretty consistent. So I don't want to handicap myself in the salary situation. I want to pay down a little bit of captain. I like Booker here against a good matchup.
Nick, do you agree with the way Kenny's playing this? You don't want to pay all the way up?
Yeah, I mean, you can do it if you want, but it's not like the contest that we talked about earlier this week when the USA was going up against Iran, where you could basically just pick whoever you want and then just take a stab at some random Iranian player and try your luck and kind of guess who's going to be in the game when the US is up 40. And that's basically how the game played out. And ultimately, Durant and Lillard, were the two best fantasy performers for Team USA. But, the way that the game script kind of went, it wouldn't have been surprising if some deep bench players, ended up being the top scorers. So DraftKings has kind of adjusted the salaries here where you can't just pick the top 5 USA players that you like and then throw some random Czech Republic player in there. There's a little more strategy. So I think Kenny is on the right track. If you're going to pay 17,000 for Kevin Durant or 18,000 for Lillard in your captain spot, you're going to be pretty limited. Even Drew Holiday at 15K has some limitations. So yeah, I think Jason Tatum, Devin Booker, even Bam Adebayo, who was great in the first game, not so great against Iran. I would consider those guys for my captain spot as well.